saying, as a black man myself, you know, like, I've experienced lots of police harassment over my 30 years of living. I would probably bet that if you ask a black man, has the police ever pointed their gun at them, that most likely a majority of them would say yes. I've had police point their guns at me, maybe because I was in the wrong house. Like, why are you pointing the gun at me? Like, what if the gun accidentally goes off and then I was Mike Brown? Like, Mike Brown could be any of us. Like, and the people that aren't here or the people that aren't paying attention, like, y'all need to wake up. Because, like, this could happen in your neighborhood. This could be your son. This could be your brother. Like, Mike, it could be my brother. It could be any of our family members. Like, people need to wake up to what's going on, how the system works, and how it doesn't work. That I feel it doesn't work for black people.
Like, as a black person in the community, I feel like we're targeted, and I feel like we don't get the same respect as a white person does. Unfortunately, I grew up in a white neighborhood, and I feel like they do some of the same things that black people do. I just feel like we are targeted as a community, and that our lives are not taken seriously. And I feel like that is a common issue that people seem to put on the back burner and listen to other things. But the bottom line is, this black man lost his life, and we're here to show that that was not right, it was unjust, and we want to show our support for him this week.
Can you give us an example of what you mean by you don't feel like people are taking your lives seriously?
Yeah, I mean, I feel as though if this was a white man, a white 18-year-old boy who was murdered, he would not have been left in the street for 4 hours. That wouldn't have happened. And I feel like, I feel at the bottom of my heart, seriously, that black lives are not taken seriously. We're murdered. Sure, black on black crime is a thing and it happens, but white on white crime is a thing and it happens too. And I don't feel like because we're black people that our lives shouldn't be taken seriously.
I am a musician. My name is Yellow Cake. I want to ask, are you going to kill my brothers too? I've got two brothers, one that's 20 years old, one that's 21. They're both in college. They could have been Mike Brown. They get stopped all the time on their bikes, walking, driving, with no substance abuse, nothing in their system. They've never had a record whatsoever. Why do they deserve to get stopped? Why do they deserve to get harassed? Why do cops pull them over and ask if there are guns in the car with their guns drawn at them? I just want to say to Mike Brown's family, I'm sorry that this happened to you. I know it's been brought up to a broader issue, but you did lose a son. And the whole world is giving you love, and the whole world is watching. Ferguson, Mike Brown.
Okay. Hi, I'm Virginia Spatz. I'm a D.C. resident. Grew up in Chicago, though, and have been in D.C. for about 25 years. And what I want to say to the people of Ferguson is, first of all, Black Lives Matter. I don't want to hear any more about, oh, this one was on his way to college or whatever. Every single life matters, and we are mourning with everyone who knew Mike Brown, and every murder, every police shooting. We mourn them all, and we don't need to be quantifying people's lives.
It really is tough being African American in the United States, because it's tough being any African American. Sometimes it's tough being a minority, but a lot of times officers do take advantage of their power. Like I have the issue with not all officers, but some police officers. If the officer shoots a person, and I know it's not the first time with Mike Brown, it's not the first time with Trayvon Martin, but I notice if like an officer shoots someone, they're saved, they're protected by the shield and protected by the uniform. But if I go out and I do the same crime, they're going to take me and bury me under the jail with no questions answered, no fair trial or anything. So I'm trying to understand what's the hold up of locking this man up, or getting him charging him with the crime, because he point blank shot the man straight up, and his hands was up. His hands was up, and he was unarmed. Why would you shoot a man that's unarmed? black women don't get the equality and, you know, just recognition that we tend to need, because yeah, on the one hand black men are getting gunned down, but on the same hand when black women want to rise up in the workforce and the economy, we're always like looked at as less than when it comes to men in general. And it sucks because being a black woman myself, I feel like, what's my future? What example do I have out there that'll, you know, say that I can make it? You know, besides, you know, like, especially in the workforce and things like that, it's always like, well, we're not good enough. You know what I mean? Or like, we're not, you know, educated enough. Or we don't have the you know, what's the word? Wherewithal or the force to be like, okay, we can rise up and, you know, be just as good as men and things like that. And especially with just racism in general, like I feel like just as hard it is for being a black man, it's worse being a black woman and female at the same time. Like, I don't know, I just want equality for everybody, and I just really want this whole Ferguson thing just to end. Not just Ferguson, but this black race in general to be looked at as, you know, that we can do it. You know?
Can you identify any specific blocks that you think could be changed, and how could those blocks be changed in society?
Just mainly just the stereotypes in general, like how, you know, with the image that we have as black people. Like, I just feel like the image that's been created needs to be more, you know, positive, and it's necessarily not, because when we have things like Ferguson, I read articles, I've looked at news, you know, things like that it's like, oh, well, it's common for black people to be this way, and so it's not surprising. It's just more so entertainment for some people, and it's not necessarily the case.
Right. So you're talking about the media,
yeah,
the image.
Media and, you know, things like that.
So,
yeah, and the image that they have, that, you know, this is getting too much. This is becoming too much. Like, you know, we can protest, you know. Like we can, you know, keep protesting, we can keep fighting, and I'm down for the cause, but I just, you know, just can't keep doing it too much longer, because only would just get tiring, but justice needs to be served for everyone.
So my name is Iman Hadia, and I came out tonight to show my support. Solidarity really is more the important thing, because this isn't about black people, this isn't about white people, this is about humanity and you know, tyranny and oppression that that affects all of us. And to the people of Ferguson, you know, keep strong and keep your heart, because there's always going to be more of us than there are of them, and they know that, and that's part of why this is happening. And people keep saying, you know, let's fire the chief and let's arrest this guy. Yeah, let's do that. But I kind of feel like that's putting a Band-Aid on a much larger problem. That's a very good start, but this is just not getting at the root of the problem, you know, which is inequality and racism that is still prevalent, not just in the U.S., not just right here, but all over the world, that is not being addressed. And the only people that can address it are the people that are being affected, which is us. And so that's why this is happening, is because they're afraid of you, they're afraid of our voice. All we have is our bodies and our voices.
Just
now is the time.
white people don't get justice in America. Honestly, I'm here, I wanted to change, but I have very little faith that it will ever change.
What's your name?
Marcus.
Marcus. So Marcus, you're here in D.C. What do you hope from your politicians?
I really have no hope in politicians at all. Like, I can't see them. They can't change the mentality of racism around America. I just think it's just ingrained in America. Like, you know, somebody from the 60s, they have kids, and then they teach their kids racism, and it's just a cycle that continues. And then I don't think that can ever be broken unless, you know, people go out and, I don't know, like, I don't have any hope in politicians at all.
I feel like politicians are very self-serving. They have their own, like, narcissistic agenda. So anytime you really want to effect change, it's going to have to come from the community. And I think the only way for that to happen is the hip pockets, the businesses, people who hold the power, people who have the money.